want to go over a few things on contentment. In the book Truth and True Crime, there's the answer. J. Warner Wallace writes in that book, contentment is possible for all of us now rather than later because it is a decision we make internally, not a pursuit of things we seek externally. If you actually look at the word contentment, it means contain, it means inward. And when we go discontentment, that's outward. So when we start looking at things outwardly instead of now in one aspect I disagree with his definition because we do need to look outwardly about Jesus. But it's a matter of being thankful on the inside what I do have. And he says this, on one situation he said this to somebody, financial independence is not the ability to buy anything, it's the ability to buy anything you want. And I have that kind of freedom right now. You know why? Because I don't want anything. You have the freedom to buy whatever you want, but if you want all this other stuff instead of just not wanting anything, being content, then you're going to get lost in that. And he also says this, get what you want or want what you got. I think that's a good statement for all of us, okay? And a lot of times we get frustrated and upset because we didn't get what we wanted. But we should be happy and content of what we do have. And really, Paul says this in Philippians chapter 4, that 4:13, one of the most popular verses out there. First of all, in verse 12, I know that what it is to be in need. I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or want. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. If you look at that verse again, look what Paul said. I know what it's like to be poor and have nothing. I know what it's like to have everything. Either way, when I trust in God, I'm content. I'm not looking at me, look how great I am if I'm up here, and look how bad I am and I'm down here. No, I'm thankful for whatever God has given me in that moment. And I will say, if you go back to the generosity part, okay, if you're in times of plenty, well, then there's times to give more. And if you're times of lowness, well, then you can't really do much at that time. God understands all situations. So as we look at this, I hope and pray as we go through all these sins, is this something that you need to work on? I know I do. Thus far, all of them have hit me. So, but work on that. Look throughout the week. Where can you be more content about what God has given to you?